Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Rhadamant Plays Stationeers Venus episode 12, which originally aired live on Twitch. Let's get started. Where's my iron? That's all my iron? Yikes. Wait, for real? I guess I'm maybe smelting iron right now? Maybe not, I don't even know. And what this will do is it will slowly change the gas balance of my base over to the amount that I want. I also might want to remove these frames here, especially this one, and replace it with just like breathable floor so that there's gas exchange up and down. All right, so for this I need a passive vent. I'll need these pipes. So the passive vent. Oh, you know what? I also, behind this passive vent, I'm going to need a pressure regulator. So this gas mixer, I'll build the pressure regulator first. I'm not really sure where the gas mixer is going to go without the pressure regulator. So I need 2 pressure regulators. If I remove this floor, I won't be... Oh, yeah, I'll be missing one from the vacuum room. Yeah, right. Well, I'll do that at... I'll build the wall in the vacuum room first. But thanks for the heads up, Glitch. That's a very astute observation. So this is a pressure regulator, which I will pressurize to 100 kPa. So we're going to have 100 kPa base rather than the 120 that's outside. I'll have less pressure in this base. Oh, I'm thirsty. Or maybe actually, let me use my labeler. I'm going to make this 115 kPa. All right. And then the back pressure regulator will be here, where I have power. Good enough. And this is going to be 120 kPa. So the back pressure regulator and the pressure regulator are fighting one another. Oh, actually, maybe it should be... No, that's right. Is it internal 101? It is now, but it doesn't need to be 101. It could be whatever I set it to be. Pressure regulator, back pressure regulator. No, the back pressure regulator should be lower. Sorry. I had to like reach into my smooth brain to figure that one out. So 110. Alrighty. Then this also leads to a passive vent. So let me print up another passive vent. There is also the possibility of these pipes being different colors because they're just AC pipes. They're not really, I don't know. But so this here, what this is doing is once this is on, it wants to say if the pressure's higher than 110, pull air through this vent and push it towards, and eventually it's going to go towards filtration. There's also a danger here, I might add, and I'm going to acknowledge publicly and loudly that the danger here is that my CO2 tanks are going to blow. They're going to rupture and explode. Yeah. So I'm going to have to fix that. But what I'm doing right now is the X here that I have is good enough. Clearly, the AC that I've been rocking is fine. It's nice and temperate now in this base. So I'm just pushing the last of the X that's in this pipe network. Oh, why does this pipe network have no X? It should have X. Oh wow, we're just pulling it so quickly. That's fine. So this is gone. I'm not using this anymore. So it's gonna look something like this. Yoink. So you know how I said it was... I did say it was temporary, right? It's temporary. And then as I pull these out, the X that was in them get removed. But I actually will... Yeah, I have to do this first. So that I can actually empty these out. The 101 is the external of the suit. The suit... Actually, the suit's 50. Not even 101. Oops. I'm out of room. There. Now we're treating X just like we're treating all the other gases in the base. Not special. I'm gonna have to figure out how to plug this in some more elegant way. Which is pretty easy to figure out here. Just run it like this. Okay. That's done. Wow, we're almost at ambient. As I'm sure you've noticed. You know, we've cooled it down all the way. My slow work has paid off. Now, before I connect this up, I want to analyze it. If I am not incorrect, it should be empty because this back pressure regulator is preventing gas from entering it. And yes, this pipe network is indeed empty. There's nothing in it. Okay, so then I can connect it up to the purple here. And what this does is it pulls air from the base continually, passively but continually, or not passively, actively and continually. And it will, once it's on, it will allow me to slowly change over the atmosphere of the base. Oh boy. That was not well liked. Let me save and load. I don't know what that error was, but I combined like 3 networks at once and it was like blah. The vent that is connected to the outside, do I need to disable it? It's off right now. And it's an active vent, so it won't passively intake. Anyway. It shouldn't, at least, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, see, this pipe network is still 0, still empty. So this active vent, this tank filler, this furnace, and this passive vent over here all lead to the filtration chain here. There's also a fair point to say I could do these filtration in parallel, in sequence, not parallel. I've set it up parallel, and honestly, that's just, it's less efficient. But whatever, I've already built it, so I don't care at this point. This light could be on. So yeah, this is how light the base is at night. That's very pleasant. I don't even need that. That's very nice. Am I done smelting? I don't even know. So this back pressure regulator will help to... it's basically going to be removing CO2 from the room, is the layman's term. And then what we want to do is this pressure regulator is going to be pushing out 115 kPa gas out there, and this back pressure regulator is going to be removing anything over 110 kPa, so it's going to circulate. And that circulatory motion will help filter the base's air. Is the concept here. So over here we have the pressure regulator, and then feeding to the pressure regulator we need a gas mixer. So let's go get that gas mixer. So the gas mixer is going to be an 80 or 95.5 gas mix. Oh, maybe I'll have the gas mixer over here then. Yeah, it's gonna be a little janky. The plumbing for this, the ventilation for this. So it will have input 2 and input 1. Input 2 is going to be my nitrogen if I can get that pipe connected somehow. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I might have to move it. All right, let me have it float. That'll be easier. There. That will be a lot easier to connect it up. Oops. All right. And I'm also going to want to offshoot, for reasons I'll explain later, a separate fork to it. That's going to be for jetpack refill. All right, so input 1 is going to be my nitrogen, and I'll have to paint these black. And then input 2 will be the carbon dioxide. So let's get some more pipes. Don't have a lot of iron left. Are you done printing? How much did I throw in the hopper here? Cowabunga. Hey, Os. How you doing? It's for me, it's going pretty good. How about yourself? The other question is, how hot are these gases? I haven't checked that in a bit. Alright, so that is my janky wiring, or piping. Black and white. Nope, that's gray. Oh, wait, that's also oxygen. Why am I this stupid? Really? For real? All right, let me fix that. Well, all of it's wrong. Okay, you know how I said I was nice, I was good? I'm not. I'm just an idiot. Luckily, when you remove pipe like that, it pulls. So, okay, yeah. There's nothing correct about any of this. Let me fix all of this. I feel so stupid. Progress is so slow when you're dumb. Okay, let's put this between the... Let's put it here, where it's supposed to belong. Alright, pressure regulator. There it is. Label it. This is going to be to 115. I should probably name it, but whatever. I'm not going to do that right now. And then the gas mixer, I'll do in just a second. I need to get some water. The gas mixer is going to float between these two here. Nope, that's going the wrong way. Oh boy. All right, that looks good. Input 2, perfect. And for this time, I actually mean perfect. I don't just say perfect and it's actually terrible and wrong. All right, so that's input 1, which input 1 is going to be nitrogen. This is nitrogen, of course. So that is input 1 is going to be 95%. Input 2 is carbon dioxide. And that's coming off of here, and that's going to be 5%. Now, I did mention that this setup is going to eventually make my nitrogen tanks go kaboom. So I'm going to have to fix that at some point. Because what's going to happen is this back pressure regulator will, over time, draw nitrogen out of the space and replace it with, or draw, it's going to be drawing carbon dioxide out of the space and replacing it with nitrogen, and that's going to cause some issues if not addressed. So I'm going to have to scrub. I'm going to have to basically replace. The easy way to do it is to put the CO2 scrubbers in this thing and scrub carbon dioxide out of the base as I run this. Hey, Os Vampire, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate it. Mixed gases. What was this? Gray and black? Well, that's too bad it wasn't gray and black and white, because then it would be gray. So base. What color should this be? I don't even know. But we're gonna make a color, so let's do pink. Keep the vids coming. Oh, I will. I will. I really appreciate it. Did you just hear something groan or grumble? Am I gonna blow up? All right, so this is a pink thing. So the pink is basically just an indicator that it's mixed gas in 95.5 portions. I think here's the pipes. Because if the other one's purple, this should be pink. There it is. So now, out of here comes a mostly nitrogen with a little carbon dioxide gas mix in the ratios that I've set once it's on. And then in here, this just passively pulls whatever... Hey, JTF. Yeah, this is a... I did tell you it's space engineering with... Or space engineers with more engineering. I was not lying to you. So yeah, let me try to explain very, very, very carefully. And also, my base is too cold. It's 19C right now. So we did it. We froze our base. I'm very proud of that. All right, so the way this works, the way my gas filtration in the space works, all of this can actually be removed now. This ugly portable air conditioner, but this back pressure regulator says if the pressure in the base is higher than 110 kPa, it will pull air through the regulator, feeding the air through this pipe, and then into my filter systems. It will first filter out the volatiles, which put it in the volatile tank. Then it will filter out oxygen, put it in the oxygen tank. Nitrogen in the nitrogen tank, carbon dioxide in the carbon dioxide tank, volatiles in the volatile tank. One of the benefits of this passive system is when my farm is producing oxygen, it will also harvest the oxygen, which is cool. And I can put up multiple back pressure regulators. I can put up another one up here if I wanted to, where the farm eventually will be. And then this system over here replaces that, right? So this system, I should at this point have a nitrogen filter in my back in the thing. And probably carbon dioxide. Well, no, this carbon dioxide filter's dead. But then this system over here. So this is removing air from the base. This is putting the air back. And this system's saying, hey, this gas mixer here, which is not currently wired up, take 95% nitrogen, 5% CO2, and mix it, and push that gas through this pressure regulator, through this vent, and fill this base with mostly nitrogen with a little bit of carbon dioxide. And between those two systems, I'm going to be able to get my base, I'm going to change the gas composition of the base over time to a mostly nitrogen setup. So, yeah. Wow. The temperature in this base is so nice right now. It's 22C. I guess I could... Well, I don't even need to turn that on. That, like, my life support batteries aren't even having to do anything. Because there's not a significant enough temperature difference between me and the outside. Do I get to whack aliens with a stick? I get to shoot them with laser guns. Yeah. Those two segments of pipe are gonna burst immediately if I leave the gas mixer on. I know. So what he's mentioning is the gas mixer is going to put a lot of gas into these two pipes here. And the pressure regulator is going to get overcharged. I am aware of that, which is why I was going to add a canister for tank storage. It's sloppy as hell. And cool, Mike, you obviously know what you're talking about. So you can agree this is sloppy as hell, but it will work to add volume to the system, right? And then it also allows, if it's stupid, but it works. So let's do another tank canister. So what I'm doing here is I'm having 2 tank canisters, one on each side, to just increase the volume of which I can store mixed gas. From the 2 pipes at 50 MPa to 2 pipes in those tanks, which just, you know, increase the volume. Now, ideally, in an ideal world, oh, have a good night. Rest of your night there. I enjoyed watching you play some DayZ. Yep. So this adds some volume to the system. Where's my pink paint? It's still in me. And we'll color this pink. And then I'm going to add 2 canisters here. And all they're going to act as is it's going to make it so that I can just store more mixed gas. Very, very, very simple. And crude. But I was going to say, ideally, I would have it an entire dedicated... I would have an entire dedicated portable gas tank just for, like, base gas. I just didn't build it that way. I built very lean. So, sticking these in. And these will just store some gas. And I could add more if I needed to. What's the mixed gas for? So the mixed gas is to change what the atmosphere in my base is. So if I take a look, well, let me just pipe this up and then I'll show you. Oh, crap! I hit my jetpack. Oh, why'd I do that?
Jetpack critical.
I'm taking off my jetpack. So, that hurts my feelings a bit. The jetpack had like pollutant gas in it that I did not want to turn on. All right, there we go. Little T system. I had it on so briefly that it's not going to be that hard once I plug this in to scrub the air of X. But my jetpack did have X in it. So as you'll see, my X... Here, let me get out my tablet. There's X in the air now. I'm glad I did that before I added plants, though, because a little bit of X or was breathing the atmo. But luckily, these tanks here that I'm filling here are going to have my new propellant. So in fact, my old propellant, let's get it filtered and emptied. There, so here's an empty can of propellant. And here's my other propellant. And my original propellant canister of nitrogen, we can stick this into. Because what that's doing is it's just filtering my nitrogen into my things. So we'll put that away. Now I just need to wire these up. Yeah, less than 3 moles is still safe. Yep. I just didn't want to introduce bad gas. But I did anyway. Alright, so this gets plugged in. And then the back pressure regulator gets plugged in. Or the pressure regulator, rather. Let me get my tablet out. So nitrogen, pure carbon dioxide. Another thing I need to do is well, before I do CO2 filtration, hold on, let me this air scrubber, you're gonna be scrubbing 2 gases now. Take the pollutant filter out and put in a carbon dioxide one. I also need to print up a few extra carbon dioxide filters. So I'm going to use the last of my iron. If I was being productive, I should go out for the iron, but... Alright, so now this is going to start sucking carbon dioxide from the air. Because... as I said, my CO2 tanks will explode if I don't do that. Okay, so now I think we're ready. This is going to go on. Oh boy. This is on. This is on. So, we were at 7% nitrogen, and this should start climbing up higher and higher. Hey, Cher. As long as I have nitrogen in this tank, which obviously is getting depleted. Another thing I'm going to do is grab one of these little tanks here as my propellant. And then I'm going to spray paint my these tanks here pink. So propellant and air base gas are going to be the same thing. That way, if I use my jetpack indoors, it doesn't matter, because all I'm doing is just adding more air. It's not like fundamentally messing anything up.
Jetpack critical.
So these two canisters are going to need to be renamed. And I could check the pressure of the system just by swapping tanks in and out. So they're pressurized. Should I have one more tank? Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep. Yep. If I keep this gas mixer on too long, it will pressurize that area and blow it up. So let's remove the old AC system. Put that here, I guess. And then wrench this down. What this is going to be doing when I turn it on is it's actively removing carbon dioxide from the air, because I don't really need too much CO2 in my storage tanks. I'm mostly using nitrogen. So I'm also going to have to periodically pull nitrogen from the atmosphere so I can use it, which will heat up the base every time I do that. But it's going to be a requirement of nitrogenating or whatever, making my Atmo in here more nitrogen. So as you can see, I've got about 10% nitrogen now and climbing. And let's turn this on and have it pull carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Until it fills up. Now I don't want to vacuum it. So that's another important thing, is I don't want to vacuum out this area, but the scrubber is going to help to expedite the removal of carbon dioxide from my base. But for right now, I'm just going to have it do the X. I want to get all the X out, and then once all the X is out, I'll have it do carbon dioxide in batches. A working draft system with no explosions? Thanks. Yeah. And these tanks allow me to very crudely check if the system has gas. Because these tanks here are 95.5, right? 95 nitrogen, 5% CO2. And as long as these tanks have more than 100 kPa, there is, and the plants will scrub CO2 too, yeah. But as long as those tanks have more than, 100 and whatever kPa, there's still gas to circulate. So I can just turn on the gas regulator periodically. Now what I'm doing is going outside, and I'm going to do two things. One, this music is hurting my ears. Two, I'm going to mine up some iron because I'm like out. And three, I'm going to turn on my vent. Check my CO2 scrubber tank to see if it's empty. So this here is going to start sucking in nitrogen. Oh, it's daytime. Let's see if I can get iron real quick before or it's a problem. Come on, iron. And right now, what's coming out of my my jetpack is the nitrogen and carbon dioxide mix that I had packed. Got some ice too. Oh, I think. Hold on, I gotta save. I think mining just bugged. Hiking ice tomorrow morning. I have enough water that I'll live throughout the day. So I haven't died yet either. Been many hours. For Stationeers, honestly, that's a huge accomplishment. Stationeers gets you killed about as fast as Project Zomboid. Oh, what the hell? Just, okay, it's not mining at all. Okay, well, that didn't help. Whoa! What the hell? Okay, I got some bugs here. I'm gonna restart the whole game in a second. I got 33 iron. I mean, it's something. Not much. My map seat just got cursed. Yeah. Might need a full reboot. Yep. I looked down and it was just like the abyss of hell. It's like, I don't know what's going on. What's funny is this song's called Rain on the Parade. Hey, look at this. 16% N2, no X. Stupid rain on my parade. Don't rain on my parade. I worked very hard on this parade. Alright, quit pressurizing. You're taking forever. Whoosh. Alright, so I got all the X out, I think. Let's save here. I'm just going to overwrite this past save. And then I will exit and restart. Yeah, on Mars, you can't get N2 at all. You have to, like, buy it from traders and stuff. It's a real pain. On Venus, there is N2. On Venus, you just don't have oxygen without, you know, electrolysis, I guess. Or plants. And you don't have volatiles, but you do have volatile ices. I do find it particularly weird that Venus has liquid water ice. That makes no sense to me whatsoever, but whatever. It does make it easier. It does make it, like, not as hard as Vulcan. Because I have played Vulcan for, like, you know, 10, 15 hours. Vulcan is rough. It is rough. Okay, so the world, I see some obelisks. I don't know if my save and load has helped much. I will explore when I'm able to go outside. So these propellant canisters, want to see how funny I walk around with them? Look at how I hold them. Look at how goofy I look. Hi, everybody. I hold a canister like I'm an idiot. Yep, sure do. All right, as we replace the gases, how hot? Oh, so here's the thing. That vent was left on, which is fine, I think. Wait, where's my... Where's my X going? Why does this tank not have any X? What the hell? Oh, because it's bypassing it? Hang on. I know, shut up. Okay, how does this tank not have X? Oh, yeah, the filter's dead. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yoink. Oh, well, this filter's almost dead, too. Did we remove X from the base? I do believe we have successfully removed X from the base, though. How much more base gas? Okay, 0. Gas mixer on. Thank you for the iron. Obviously going to need to make some filters. Yay! I destroyed myself. Okay, so save scum. Actually, I'm not really sure why that blew, though. So now it's the challenge of figuring out why that blew. Probably the gas mixer is to blame, but it didn't blow up where the gas mixer was, which I find strange. Oh, you know what? This... It probably has something to do with bad plumbing. I think it was like a plumbing bug. Here, turn this off. And this should be growing in... Okay. Because this is the unfiltered X... turn that off. This is the unfiltered. Yeah, okay. My guess is, I have a pretty good guess here. My guess is that, let me cut this, this vent for now. This is a passive vent up there, right? Why would that blow? This portable tank, I'm gonna unwrench it and wrench it. Why is this... Alright, so this filter's dead, which just explains... So now it should have X. There it goes. Now it has X. Okay. Alright. Now why did it blow up? This intake is fine. Oxygen is 3. Nitrogen is 3. Carbon dioxide is 2. Pollutant is going to be basically nearly 0. No, it's not hyperpressurizing. You shut up. This exit is fine. It's hot, but it's fine. Should be hot. It's like ambient. My mix line? Man, it wasn't my mix line either. read on my mix line. Yeah, it's yeah, maybe this can blew up or something. But obviously, given how short of a period of time I had it on for, I don't think it would have built up that kind of pressure. What about the pipes? The pipes aren't going to blow before the cans do. The pipes can go up to 50, the cans can go up to 10. So if anything blows, the cans blow. But it blew up so quickly, it wouldn't have been the gas mixer because I'm staring at it climbing, right? I'm literally staring at it climb. It doesn't climb fast enough. Put a pressure regulator on the cans. I mean, all this is temporary solution. If I was to really do it, I would have like a giant tank to store my air. And maybe I do that at some point. So at this point, I need to turn off the gas mixer because these cans are hyper-pressurized. But now those cans act as... Yeah, so maybe the cans blew up. But I don't think it was on that long. I don't know. But either way, let me get the filters. What was it doing? So I've got... Oh, this is a pollutant filter that's great. And then this is a carbon dioxide filter that's great. Alright, solder. Steel. I'm just putting stuff away. Alright. Let's see. Let's pull some more CO2 out. And start air conditioning. We're right at 30C, which is pretty much where we want to be, though. There's no space. And the CO2 just keeps going down and down and down. I'll let the base replenish the N2 over time. So we're just removing CO2 in batches so we don't implode our base, right? The mix up here, it's comfortable and it is plant drink ready. What ratio of CO2 to N? 95 to 5. So I'm trying to bring the CO2 down to 5%. It started at 93%. So it's heading in the right direction. It just takes a while. Because this system that I've built here works slow. It does not work fast. But that's what you want normally in air circulation in your base. If it worked fast, I would be whooshing around, like whipping around like I was on the high seas. Yeah, the portable tank max is also 10 MPa, but none of my tanks are even close to 10 MPa. This is 4. This is basically 0. This is not even 1. This is 3. My nitrogen needs to be replenished, I guess. It's not great to grab nitrogen in the day, though, so I'm going to wait until nighttime. So the next thing is setting up trading, I think. So let me get a bunch more cables, because I'm going to need the seeds to be able to plant anything. I have water, I have Atmo, now I need the seeds. Might have blown CO2? No, my CO2 is too low to blow. It's only at 4. And it has no filter. I'm not adding any CO2 to the tank anymore. I pulled the filter out. Because I thought of that. So, you know, the CO2 is just a pure pass-through at this point. If I want more CO2, I can always throw in the CO2 filter. But, you know, I don't. I mean, I could throw it in for a little bit, just until it gets to like 8 or something. But right now it's 4, so All right, these tanks still have plenty of air left. That's good. I just replenished my own... Oh, you know what? My own air tank is kind of low. Let me top that up. So I don't have a refiller right now, so I'm just wrenching it. Because ghetto.
Air tank critical.
I'm running low-ish on air, but that's, I don't think, my first... It's not that big of a deal. Because I'll probably get to electrolysis before I run out. Oh, and let's filter out my waste tank.
Waste tank critical.
Here we go. Okay, it is tempered out. What was I going to do outside again? Trader. Yeah. Oh my god. Brain. Alright, so I made all the cables for the trading. Let's get to it. Now, there's not a lot of, like, safety precautions in this base, to be fair. It's not one of those set and forget kind of bases. It's very fly-by-wire. For better or for worse. So, I can't be out here forever and expect my base to do well without me. But, yeah. Alright, so we're going to have to wire this in. There looks to be a wire right there, so we'll pick that wire up. So here's what we're going to want. I want to be able to look at the computer and the dials at the same time. So this is fine, I guess. I can kind of see the computer. Maybe the computer could be angled and face me. That would be a little bit better. Like this. It will be kind of in my way constantly, but I think I'll prefer that. Because then I can... No, it needs to be over 1 again. Okay, cool. So here. I don't know. Well, we'll tinker. But I think this will do. And it will be very obvious why I need this when it's set up. All right, 3. Okay, so that's that. Then it also has to power up to the pad and the vending machine. Is there a free placing button? No, everything snaps. Pretty much. I mean, I can free place some things, but not in construction mode. Only in, like, I want to place this paint can, like, free placed or whatever. But everything that constructs is more or less on a grid. Alright, for now, what I'm going to do is just plug the landing pad in. The vending machine might move, just because it's far and awkwardly placed. Alright, I'm going to put the vending machine here. That'll do. I have to plug in both data and power. And we are good out here. I'm gonna want some frames though. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. Why did my base cycle back in? The hell? That's weird. Oh, because I probably snip power. No, I didn't snip power. Can you automatically feed the crafting tables from the central container and only input what's needed? I don't know what you mean. Probably, maybe. I didn't connect the cable. So let's get some frames that I can stand on so we're not tripping. We never built that 10th solar panel, but I sort of ran out of steel. We also didn't really need it. God, this does not pressure. Forget the pressurize. Just whoosh me. I don't care. So I wonder what the gas mix is now. Let's see. Oh, how the heck is there X in here now? Yo, get rid of the X. Whatever. There, I think because maybe there was X in my... I don't know. But whatever. We'll deal with that in a minute. The power. Keep getting sidetracked. Power. To the outside. Another thing I probably want to do. Ooh, you know what? I'm not going to power it up there. I'm going to power it up where I have an APC. So I want to make an APC because the trading and all that requires a lot of power. And I want a power controller to be able to cut the power when I want to cut the power. So let's get my solder. This will be the first thing I make with solder. Area power controller. It requires 3 solder. So this is just I'm effectively just using this as a power switch to be able to turn off my trade stuff from inside. So I'll flick this switch on and off when I want to shut off the power or turn on the power. That way I don't have everything, all my trade junk that's built outside on all the time. Because I really don't need it. Could I use a transformer? Yeah, I could use a transformer too. But an area power controller will make it easier to keep that stuff on its own network. So there's a bit of an added benefit to that as well. But now, I want 5 frames. Oh god, I don't even have the iron, do I? I have steel, but I don't want to use the steel that way. Can every table use a shared container? I'm sorry, I don't really understand your question. Every table? You mean like the printers? No, they can't. You can't have this printer. You can't have like the autolathe share the same iron as the electric printer and all. No, it doesn't really work that way. What you can do is you can have you can get to a point where you just have giant stacks of iron, gold, and copper in each one, or whatever, and then not need to worry about that at all. There used to be an item called a fabricator that would just, maybe it still exists, I don't even know, which would print anything that you wanted. It was like a universal printer. They took it out. Yeah, there used to be a fabricator that was a universal printer. But I guess it doesn't exist anymore, so yeah. How does one create O2 for a furnace to use since there's no ice oxide outside? There's a few different ways. You can do plants. You can harvest off of plants. You can, I think silicon, if I recall correctly, but I could be wrong about that, is something that when you melt down silicon, it produces nitrogen and oxygen. Don't quote me on that, but I vaguely remember that to be the case. You can buy it from traders. You do electrolysis, where you crap, here comes the sun. You can do an electrolysis where you separate H2O into, O2 and H2. So there's a bunch of different ways to do it like that. One problem, many solutions. 1 more hour? Probably 1 more hour. I'm a glutton. What can I say? Thank you all for watching Rhadamant Plays Stationeers Venus episode 12, which streamed live on Twitch. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule, countdown timer, links to everything, that jazz. If you have any feedback for me, while I will defer to the little disclaimer up in the description of the video, that this episode is one of many streams. So, the content that you saw here may have been recorded a long time ago. I am sorry about that, so keep that in mind when you're providing feedback. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope to catch you in an upcoming stream or in another episode. Farewell, everybody.